Welcome into game number 1 here. Baltimore heading to Miami to take on the Dolphins. Dolphins getting handed their first non-divisional loss of the year last week against Atlanta. They're looking to bounce back. Baltimore on a bit of a rebounding trend here. They are hoping to keep themselves afloat in the race for the AFC North Division. Sitting here at 4-3, they are 2 games out of the number 1 spot. But obviously, a lot of games left. Still have to play the Steelers twice, and I think the Bengals once. So, a lot of football to be played here in the AFC North. They want to keep themselves right in that mix. But Harris is going to start them off with a nice 8-yard run on first down. So, this Dolphins team dealing with some pretty serious injuries here. Obviously, Howard retiring mid-year hurts a great deal regardless, but also down Tyke Smith for this game. Matthew Golden getting injured near the end of last game. Going to be without their dynamic rookie playmaker. Going to see Hopkins and Xavier Worthy really step up in that absence. As we go to a 3rd and 3, Tua. And Hopkins catches it, and he makes him a miss, but doesn't get very far after that. First down, Miami. And complete underneath, and that's a nice first down play again by Miami, another 8 yards.
Complete to Xavier Worthy. 8 yards on the pickup, brings up 2nd
and play action, 2 under pressure, and he delivers a strike out to DeAndre Hopkins, makes a couple players miss, and the last man stops him. I think it's Porter there. So Porter saves a touchdown. Great run after catch by DeAndre Hopkins, and now a red zone trip for Miami. They go to the ground, and it is blown up pretty good, but only a yard loss after a good fight. VK, among others, able to get in there and get the stop.
A loss of a yard, brings up 2nd and 11 at the 14-yard line.
So we got a man in motion here, setting up the throw, short pass, and that's going to be a nice run after catch opportunity. I think it's Worthy, gets him down to the 5. Yep, Worthy's 87. All right. Motion Harris out, empty set, looking like man coverage. And they get it, Hopkins with the grab, and he gets him that first down. So just trusting him to post up and hold them off. Now a heavy set here, strength on strength. Will Miami be able to punch this thing in? They go out power, Harris, and not going to get there. Great stop from Baltimore. Gets maybe a half a yard or so. The blocking is good on the outside, but nobody's wrapped around the inside. Counter, good bounce, touchdown Harris. So they do a little misdirection to take advantage of the commit from Baltimore, and Harris is able to punch it in. A great job to beat this pulling block by the linebacker, but didn't matter as he was able to stake that ball across the goal line. So Miami strikes first, a nice nearly 5-minute drive for them. And now we'll see if Baltimore can come out with their first drive and answer. Nice move out past 25. And out wide, H.N. He's going to get the corner. That's a big run on first down. And he makes a man miss and steps out after a 29-yard gain. Looked like Miami had that corner set up, but can't teach speed as he finds an angle and gets him a huge chunk on first down. They go back to him, and he's going to make a man miss in the hole. That's 6 yards there. No reason to go away from him, I would say, as they line up heavy set this time. And play action on the ball. He's going to run for it, and he is not going to get anything there. Sacked right at the line of scrimmage. Probably Wilkins in there. I'm not sure who else. But now we got a 3rd down. And Lamar, he's going to go out wide. And great coverage. Christian Gonzalez working against Lad McConkey. He is all over him. And that's going to force either a really long kick, about a 59-yarder, or a punt. They will elect to punt. So, huge stop from Miami. And it's a solid punt. Probably should be at the 10. Call it to 12. Anything inside the 20 is a goddamn miracle. It's Harris. Barkley is so good he is on here 3 fucking times. That's how different Barkley has been in Philadelphia. To make these graphics look competitive, we actually split his rushing yards in 3 and put it on the graphic 3 times. So that way he didn't, blow the graphic out of the water. It's Harris with the catch, and he breaks the tackle, and he gets him a first down. So pressure on Tua right away, but he's able to swing it out to his running back who makes a play for him. 1st and 10 in Miami. They send a weird blitz, but it's picked up, and Hopkins is going to catch it on the slant. 4 grabs already on the day for him. And, not going to call an offsides, and he's going to throw it late, or early, I mean, but behind line of scrimmage, and that's just, behind himself even, too. Killing his rushing stats. 3rd and 4 now. Empty set. Kind of unfortunate they didn't get that offsides call there on Matabike. But 3-man rush, Tua. He's going to drop off short, and it's going to be dropped by Worthy. So Baltimore gets a stop on their second drive and a punt for Miami. And on the ground, a great cut from Achane, and that's going to be a huge 20-yard run. So, I mean, just continuing his assault of this Dolphins front. I guess it's going to call it probably 15. Oh, yeah, this Dolphins front, sorry. We'll see if Lamar can get the passing game going here. They do play action. He's got all the time in the world, and he's got Marvin Harrison a circus grab, but he does reel it in. Tough grab and a needed one as they get into scoring range. And on the ground, Lamar is going to keep it, and he is not going to find anything. So, Achane may be killing him, but they have made a conceded effort here to keep Lamar in the pocket. So far, it has worked for them. Let's see if they can continue to bottle him up. As that ends our first quarter, 7-0 Miami, but Baltimore threatening to even things up. Oh, a nice little stack by the top of your screen there with Marv. Let him handle the press. Oh, it's an Achane in motion. And he swings it out to him. And he makes a man miss, makes another one miss, but it just, too much room to cover. Only a 1-yard gain. Just hate those routes. We got a quad formation top of your screen. And over the top, Andrews, and he reels it in. Another tough contested grab. Siegel in coverage, but Andrews able to reel it in, and they have an opportunity to tie this game up here. So 2 leaping contested grabs by the Ravens, one by Marvin Harrison, one by Mark Andrews, gives them the score. Not a great way to be living if I were an offense. You like to get some more clean looks, but when you're struggling, you'll take any points you can get, and they got a lot of points there on those 2. And a great tackle on the kick coverage. So Worthy had the drop on the last try that ended things. We'll see if he can shake that off because they're going to need him in a big way with Golden out. They go to the ground. Harris, he picks up a block, but he does not follow it. Good block from Hunt. Poor run from Harris, 3 yards. And complete underneath. And a nice block by Harris gives them the first down. I think it's Whittington, if I had to guess. I think I heard it also said that. So stepping up in a wide receiver 3 role, he gets a grab. And that's to, I believe, Cade Otton out of the backfield gets him 5. It is Cade Otton, hell yeah. And Tua under pressure, and he's going to find a man. A late flag, probably a hold behind it. It is a hold behind it, so it would have been a good first down conversion. But J.C. Latham going to get dinged for the hold, and now we're going to see Miami behind the sticks for the first time today. We'll see how they answer. And that's not a good answer as Matabike knocks on the door, hello, anyone home, and busts it down. 3rd and 21 coming up. At this point, you got to put it up for D-Hop. Top of your screen. And he does not do that. Harris has no chance to gain even any yards, let alone the first down. And the Dolphins will punt yet again. Did the Dolphins punter get hurt or something? That's not the guy who's been punting. Lamar having the effect of Saquon Barkley. 21 touchdowns, just, too many to show on one graphic, so we split them up. We didn't put them in order either. As you do. And complete McConkey finds a soft spot in the zone. Lamar finds him. First down, Ravens. So it's a little more of that more open look that I was talking about for them. As they go to the ground and just nowhere to go. A lot of defenders in the backfield. 2nd and 13. Tight setup here. Go to the air. And out to Andrews, who's going to catch it inbounds. Gets back the yards lost in the last play, but not too much more. And looking like a blitz here for Miami, as we can see with his pro reads. 3rd and 9. The blitz does come, but it's picked up. And, oh, man, he could have had a pick. Siegel focused on knocking the ball down, but that should have been a house pick. Not quite house, probably. But should have been a pick nonetheless. A 52-yarder coming up for Baltimore. The kick is up. And it's good. So a 10-7 game. Like I said, there's some missed opportunity from Siegel. Obviously, you had the bad hold on the other end as well. So some missed opportunities for each of these teams, specifically the Dolphins in this case. Just not able to, play good situational football in these cases. So they're going to have to put up a drive here and avoid those turnovers and negative plays that have plagued them in the past in the ACFL. To play action. He's going to go on the wheel, and he's got him. Running back wheel gets the matchup with the linebacker. He breaks the tackle, and he's down to the 19-yard line. That is Trevor Etienne. And what a play call, and what a throw from Tua. That is a absolute dime, and just a ballsy play call here. As your offense starts sputtering, you get the matchup you want here against that's actually Ezraku, the edge rusher. So definitely not the matchup you're hoping for as a Baltimore Ravens defense coordinator, but it's the one they got. Couldn't carry him up the seam. And a huge play for Miami as Harris, he's going to break a nice 9-yard run, set up a 2nd short. And now we're going heavy. See if they can pick up this first down. They go fullback dive, and he has got the first down to the 8-yard line. 1st and goal, Miami. Last time they were able to convert here. Can they do it again? Go play action, Tua. He's got time. A ton of time. End zone shot. And he's got a man in the corner, but did he get his feet down? It said they don't. Oh, it looked good to me. We're not going to challenge it, so I guess the receiver did not get the feet down, but a good ball for Tua. And out wide, and that's going to get it in. Xavier Worthy, touchdown, Dolphins. Should have had it on the last play, but a good play call this time. Had 2 open receivers on the outside, and they walk into the end zone comfortably. So Miami has answered the call and taken this lead back. Now, Baltimore will have about 2 minutes and 40 seconds after our kickoff to put up some more points before the end of the half. Miami did start with the ball, I believe, so this will be Baltimore ball and a chance for a 2-for-1 opportunity.
Jason Sanders to kick off for Miami. The Ravens take over first and 10.
Looking like they may still establish the run. Pretty good. I mean, as good as Achan's been. We'll see if they go to it. They do, and he's got one man in the hole, and he breaks another tackle. So a very impressive 3-yard run as he evades the first tackler, makes another one miss, and gets him 3 yards. 2:11 to play here before the 2-minute warning, or before the end of the half, sorry. 2-minute warning about to hit, and he goes over the top, and Harrison cannot reel it in. Not sure if that's just great coverage from Slay or if that's a misread on the ball from Harrison, but either way, we've got a 3rd and 7. Right before the 2-minute also. And complete to Andrews, so there's your conversion you needed. The drive now fully kicks off on the other side of the 2-minute, and they've got to go about 25 yards to feel good about a field goal. They set up the screen, one-on-one. He makes a miss. He does not pick up any blocks, though. It took them guys forever to get out there. So they will have to hurry up to this ball and did not get the yardage they were hoping for. But still a 5-yard gain. And short pass, caught, and out of bounds. Great job by Ladd. Oh, not out of bounds. Sorry, it looked out of bounds, but it was not. Still a first down, though. And over the middle, Achan, he's going to get him another first down. That's into field goal range, as they will likely continue to hurry this up. No reason to go away from what's working, but you do need to use a little clock here, so that is a consideration. As they fake the jet sweep. And, oh, man, throws it right into Bolton's arms, but couldn't reel it in. 2nd and 10. Second time today, Lamar has flirted with danger, but has not been paid off. They go out wide. It get a great push, but just takes him too long to get there because he has to break a tackle. And an injury. Oh, that is not a good sign. This Ravens front really cannot afford another injury right now. It's a Marius Mims. He's going to be all right, but a backup right guard going to have to come in for now. Thankfully not one of the tackles, as that's going to be kind of the core of their team at this point. Quick pass, Ladd, and down inside the red zone. Going to have to hurry up here. They do call the timeout, so they are electing to have more time on the back end than I would prefer. But we'll see if Miami can get a stop and try to get this ball back then. They go Lamar on the ground, and he is going to get stopped immediately. So yet again, the emphasis on contain from this Dolphins unit is paying off as they take their time getting up to the ball. So I talked about wanting to use some time, but that's not exactly how I meant it. 12 seconds remain for Baltimore. They are going to run a play. If they get tackled to inbounds, the half is over. So got to be careful here if you're Lamar. You cannot afford to be throwing anything short. And he's going to run for it. He's got to get to the end zone here. And there's a late flag. That's actually going to be huge for them because that's going to stop our clock. I don't know who this is, but he is a hero. Darisaw. I mean, obviously, feels bad if he doesn't do it, but that gives them points that weren't going to be there. So, I mean, that's a 3-point holding call by Darisaw. No way around it. That is a game-changing play because that was going to go to the half with no points scored by Baltimore. Now with Miami here, we are just going to see them likely run the ball. Now you would, they're going to line up for a Hail Mary. I love it. Go for it. Why not, you know? And we're just going to pad his stats, actually. All right, so Miami holds on to a tight lead, 14-13. Baltimore gets a lucky break before the half. They get points. Now they will come out of the half getting the ball, and we'll see if they can build on that and try to take control of this game. They did briefly hold the lead, but this was immediately wiped out by a couple big plays from Miami. Damn, Lamar's rushing stats too. This team's just putting up hella yards and hella touchdowns. Go quick pass, and he's got Ladd out wide. And what a run after catch by McConkey. He pulls 10 yards out of the jaws of 5. And out wide, McConkey yet again another run after catch. So, had a nice middle of this game for Ladd. That last drive of the first half, and this first drive of the second. They go to the ground and tackled from behind. You don't see that too often from HN. But Jermaine Johnson, great pursuit, 2nd and 13. Would love to see Lamar pull it if that guy's going to be screaming down that fast, but maybe they'll look at that for the future. And behind to Achan, he is going to get back to the original line of scrimmage. Not quite. 3rd and 11 coming up. This has got to have it down for Miami. First down here means points. And Lamar, he's going for it all. And almost intercepted. Great coverage there. As they're going, I don't know who they're going for, but great job by Hernandez there to deflect that ball in the end zone and get them to stop. So another empty 2-for-1 opportunity for a team. Like I said, in the ACFL, not a very productive series of events for these teams. Now Miami is going to look to take back control of the game and go on another touchdown drive. And they go power. Harris, he's going to cut backside. He's going to break a bunch of tackles down to the 25-yard line. Harris, a big run. He has started the game hot, had a lot of those passes that really killed his momentum. But he is hoping to get back on track to start the second half. They go play action. Tua, and he finds his tight end, Ferguson. He gets a block. He is up and running down to nearly midfield. A great block downfield by the wide receivers as Ferguson gets a nice run after catch. And he set up the pass. Tua, scanning. He's going to have time. And there is a completion, but likely a hold to wipe this one out. So the holding penalties are starting to stack up for Miami. It's going to be Hainsey the guard, so that's who stepped up for... is this who stepped up? Is there an injury, I think? Can't remember. Oh, Vera Tucker's injured. So, yeah, I guess he is in for an injury of some kind. And Tua, he's going to... Ooh, okay, all right, not a fumble. I was like, he was looking to throw it away, it looked like, after a rollout, but didn't get the rollout or the throwaway. 2nd and 20 as this Ravens defensive line is really teeing off right now. And he just threw it off his own lineman there. 3rd and 20, so things are looking pretty bad for Miami in these long yardage situations. Not good situational football in these spots. Blitz comes, picked up for now. Tua is running out of time, and he's just going to take the dump down again. Harris cannot stay inbounds. So just poor situational football by Miami. You would have loved that on first down, but just couldn't execute at all. As that's another bad punt. I'm not sure who the fuck that punter, but they had a punter, and he's not in right now. I don't know what to tell you guys. They did also nerf the kickers as punters. I noticed that. Their overalls are way lower. Like, they can't do it. It's like an out-of-position penalty, so that's good. But, anyway. Lamar, 2-throw, and he's going to just take the check down, and not much for him there. Good tackle in space. That's Nolan Smith in the coverage there, which is rare. They send the blitz, but it's thrown behind. Great job calling the screen there. Achane breaks the tackle and gets him down to the 46-yard line. So good start to our drive by Baltimore. And Lamar, he's under pressure immediately, looking like a screen, but he gets out of it this time and breaks the tackle and down at the 39-yard line. So a broken play all the way. It looked like everyone blocked it like it was a screen. But the speed and elusiveness of Lamar Jackson wins in the end. They go to the ground and nothing there for H. And he does, wiggle forward for a gain of a few, but a good rep from this Dolphins front. They're going out wide, and oh, what a elusive move in the backfield. He doesn't get the yard for it, but that was a Houdini act in the backfield and not get tackled for a loss. 3rd and 6, and pressure comes. He goes deep. Testing Hernandez again, and it is caught. What a catch by Tylan Wallace over the shoulder. Just late hands and just never could read it. They're going to review it, but, I mean, compare this one to the other one on the sideline, I definitely would pick the other one to be in. It looks in from here, though. What a throw. What a throw. They are going to count it. Going for 2, of course. Try to go up by 7. So this can be their firm grasp of the game I was speaking of earlier. Man coverage top of your screen. They go read option. Achane. It is not going to get it. So Baltimore kicks it back off to Miami. The Dolphins have got to avoid those penalties. They've been good. And Harris on the ground makes a man miss and gets a couple yards. And Tua's going to step up. He's going to drop it off. I would have loved to see him run there. I think he had a better chance of first down. But a 3rd and 2, definitely manageable. I'd definitely go for it if you don't lose yards here. And another offside's not called. And complete. Worthy with the grab. What a throw from Tua under duress. And they get down to the 31-yard line. So that's a big-time throw all the way. And on the ground, and Matabike blows it up. As there is an injury timeout as well. Going to be on Harris, so we'll see where he ends up going on the sideline. So Etienne and Vidal likely to step up in his place. And out wide, he's got 2 receivers run to the same route, same spot, Etienne and Ferguson. Probably a miscommunication. Only 2 yards out of it as well. And Tua's going to step up. He's going to go deep at the end. Double covered. And a penalty going to be called late. I don't know why you don't run that, but a penalty is going to give him the first down. So Quandre Diggs is going to be dinged for that. So obviously I could not disagree more with the call. And I couldn't disagree more with even throwing that thing. Double coverage deep. Another offsides not called by the Ravens. They are able to misjump the snap every time and not get called. But it does not matter because that play had no shot. It's not like the offsides guy was the one who made the play. That play was blown up by Matabike all the way. So 2nd and goal. They go to the ground again and nothing for him. 3rd and goal coming up. Do they sticking, just bashing their head on the wall? Open receiver bottom of your screen. And that literally only got more open with the motion. Could have just thrown just anything out there and it would have been money. But he didn't do it. So that's the end of our quarter. Dolphins are trying to take the lead back in this game. But we got 2 downs to do it. All right, they go tight this time. Man coverage to the top of your screen, it looks like, on Whittington. Pressure comes. It's picked up for now. And Hopkins once again posts up at the yardage needed, and he holds on to it for the touchdown. The veteran savvy playing off. We'll see him go for 2 here. And they go under center, which I do not like unless you run it. But I don't like their odds of running it right now. They do run it, and it doesn't go anywhere. So they did not learn anything from their 2 plays on the goal line or the Ravens' 2-point conversion attempt. Run into a brick wall, 1-point game. So in some regards, I mean, mission accomplished for the Dolphins on this drive. Some big throws from Tua, keeping this game alive. But now they've got to find a way to stop Lamar in this offense that has been rolling the last few drives. Going out wide. And a great move from Achane, and he is off and running. 1 man to beat. He does make a miss, but it's slowed down enough. Another explosive run from Achane down to the 45-yard line. And play action, Lamar swings it, and a nice catch. It's 3 yards, though. All right, 2nd and 7, empty for Baltimore. And just easy completion to Andrews. Gets him down to the 41. Tough matchup there for the linebacker to try to chase him across the field, and Lamar recognizes it. It's all day to throw, which waits for him to clear. 1st and 10. Likely going to see a run again. Little split zone. They do just that, but this time they are able to bottle him up. Jermaine Johnson, tackle right at the line of scrimmage. 41-yard line, a 2nd and 10. Do need some yardage for the field goal that can take the lead. As they go out wide to A-Chain, he's going to have to make another couple people miss, and he doesn't do so. Loss of 2, 3rd and 12. Needing 5 to feel good about your kick here. They have punted from this range already, going the other direction. Blitz coming off the bottom of your screen. And it doesn't get home. He's going for it all. He's got a man. And Ladd McConkey, a touchdown over the top. A busting coverage by Miami, as they just couldn't afford that. This is the last one to Hernandez. God damn it. Last one to Wallace. Just backbreakers, is not ready for the move over the top. Going for 2 yet again. This time a little more optimistic on their formation, but maybe they still run it. Out wide, and that's just an easy pitch and catch. I think it's Restrepo. It is Restrepo. So they lean on the rookie on the RPO to get him the touchdown, or the 2-point conversion, I mean. 27-20 game. And now Miami back onto the back foot. They have, since they could not secure their grasp of the game, they have been trying and chasing this offense the rest of the way. So Natua's got to keep it going. 7 minutes to play, so a lot of football left. And Harris cuts it out wide for some reason. Gets 4 yards, but a lot more open in the middle of the field there.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
And on the ground, and just no chance. 2 unblocked guys off the edge. Both of them going full speed at the running back. Nowhere to go. 3rd and 7. And, a late flag going to be on Baltimore. They're going to get a roughing the passer call. So they get off the field but could not let up. Anthony Nelson gets dinged for it. And that's a new lease on life for Miami. And complete Hopkins first down. So 2nd and 7, play action, pressure, and a strike to Hopkins. He's free. Touchdown Dolphins, 35-yarder. So a big play yet again, DeAndre Hopkins. Like I said at the top of our show here, DeAndre Hopkins, Xavier Worthy needed to step up. And my God, did they. Like, that's 1 touchdown for Worthy on the first passing touchdown for Tua. That's now back-to-back for DeAndre Hopkins. So, again, you can't ask for much more from these guys. They tie this game up. Now they got to ask their defense to just hold them to 3. Find a way. Scratch claw. Hold them to 3 and give your offense a chance to win this game on the last drive of the game. And good coverage again. Taking over the 25. So far, the recipe for success for this Baltimore Ravens offense has been to get a big explosive run early in the series to kind of set the tone. We'll see if they try to establish that again here, if they're going to lean on Lamar to close this game out. You go through the air first. Lamar's got time. He does dump it off to Achane, and that's going to work as that. I mean, broke another tackle. Oh, my God. Everyone thought he was down to the 49-yard line. So, yet again, an Achane. This one a short pass, but I mean, functionally, kind of works like a run anyway. He makes a man miss and gives him 25 yards on the pass, I guess this time, as a run from Achane. A hold's gonna kick him back though. So we talk about these holds killing these drives. Ooh, a block in the back, so that might give him a couple extra yards. Yeah, only 1st and 15, so that's not that bad. Obviously still not good, but it's a first down, not 1st and 20, 1st and 15. Blocking back's the good version of it. And complete. Oh, incomplete, actually. Harrison went for the truck stick instead of the finishing of the catch. Granted, probably only a couple yards in that thing anyway, so not a bad decision to try to fight for that rack. 2nd and 15. And complete. McConkey. No answers for him here. Just dominant off the line that time and gets him a 1st down. So there's field goal range. Can they hold them out of the end zone? They go to the ground, and nice job to stop at an injury timeout to another offensive lineman of the Ravens. I'm not sure who it is. Mayfield, who probably came in as a backup. We're down to a 3rd stringer. And out wide, yet again, no answers for McConkey. Gets him the 1st down. So somebody should guard that guy. 3 minutes to play. Regardless of what happens here, we are looking at probably enough time for Miami to do something with it on the back end. And that's a good stop in the run again. So they are doing a good enough job on this drive of maintaining the run integrity, but they have not been able to slow down number 15, bottom of your screen. Can they do so here on this play? And goes to Harrison. So the attention freed up. Marv able to cook. And now we'll see if they can pick up a 3rd and inches on the other side of the 2-minute warning. It is, I mean, we'll see how they handle it. But Miami, could play this out to where they could kind of maybe, get them complacent into a field goal. But go fullback dive, and they do get the 1st down. So no reason at all for the Ravens to hurry. They do save a timeout for Miami, but Miami does need to call them from here on out. As Lamar's going to run for it, he's going to get tackled. Timeout Miami. So this is the 1st step. You got to hold them to 3 now 100% because I don't think you got the time for a touchdown. But they will likely throw the ball to try to win this game. Don't like to look at the top of your screen, though. They go play action. Saves them. Pressure comes, and incomplete. He had Andrews in the end zone, but hit as he's throwing. Saves a timeout for Miami. We got to play aggressive here. Cannot allow him to get into the end zone. And over the top. And they're calling that a catch? What? There's absolutely no way they're calling that a catch. What? They're Tylan Wallace. They're giving him another one. There's no way that's a catch. What are we doing? He barely gets a single foot down, let alone all of it. That's not a catch. I've never seen them actually overturn something I thought was real, but that's not even close to 2. That is 1 foot all the way. They left it on the board. What? Absolute highway robbery of the Dolphins today. Their 1st catch that was clearly in, from my eyes, called out, and then kind of 2 of them that's like, fucking, what are we doing here? I couldn't get a feet look at the other Tylan Wallace grab, but man, Tylan Wallace got something on these refs, calling these completed when they don't look like it. So yeah, that one is one of the more egregious, just bad and fucking calls ever. But whatever. What are we gonna do? They got to score a touchdown to tie it. Should be just a field goal. But also, I mean, could play the ball, but they don't. He's been playing the man. He got cooked twice. Played the ball and he didn't get cooked. But either way, and tries to throw a pick first play. And thankfully, the linebacker was not looking at all. David was just standing there. So 2nd and 10, minute 11 to go. Got to get yards. Throws it away. Rattled. 3rd and 10. And incomplete. A strike and a good throw, but just not the guy to throw that pass to. 4th and 10, fourth the game.
It's fourth down.
And pressure comes, and they get the sack. So finally, this Ravens front gets home in a clutch situation, and that is the game. So maybe Baltimore wins anyway, but man, it does suck they called such a bad fucking touchdown to change this game up. But it's gonna be over. They'll be able to kick a field goal from here if they don't even just win it in time. We'll get them do another 18 seconds. I don't know why we're throwing the ball though. That doesn't make any dang sense to me. Because you don't even need to. I use 5 seconds of clock, but like,
Brings up second and 8.
what are we doing here? You know what I mean? So I don't know what's going through the mind of this Baltimore Ravens coaching staff. Um, they do hand it off this time, and Achan's gonna make a guy miss as he just continuously does. A injury to Baltimore that is gonna be on Achan. It looks like. So I guess a free timeout. It doesn't matter. All you need to do is kick the field goal. Achan's gonna be fine for next week. It looks like. So yeah, all right. You gave him a timeout. There will be time on the back half of this game, but and no interception there. Good throw. Couldn't reel it in. 4th and 7. They'll kick the field goal, make it a 2-score game. But yeah,
It's now fourth down. The field goal is good. Makes the score Ravens 37, Dolphins 27.
all right. Well, we need a big play, touchdown,
On the return,
onside kick.
the Dolphins take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line. Complete to Jake Ferguson. Out of bounds at the 30-yard line. It's a pickup of 6. Brings up second and 4. It's a gain of 8. That's good for a Dolphins first down.
Right out of time.
It's a gain of 16 yards. That's another Dolphins first down. Tonga Vailoa's pass. Complete to DeAndre Hopkins.
All right. Well, that is the game. 37-27, Baltimore Ravens victory. A big-time performance from Lamar Jackson and Devon Achan. Both guys continually making plays when they needed to. Dolphins just lacked a couple of them to keep pace. But exciting game to start us off here for the week. Both quarterbacks really slinging that thing around. Neither of them turning the ball over. A well quarterback game. Obviously, Achan had the advantage in the running game, and that ended up being the difference in the game. McConkey was unguardable. Hopkins, for his part, pretty much equally so. McConkey, I think, probably the bigger impact down to down. Obviously, the big play you can't discredit from Hopkins, though. Namdi Medivika, best player on the field today. He was all over the place. Deflections there, yeah, whatever, no fumble, yep, none of that. All right, see you guys in the next game for the recap, I guess, and we'll kind of turn back around. We'll get Chiefs Bills at the end of this week. So this will be it for this game. I've been Steele, and we'll see you on the next one.